we've saved that much money. So I want to introduce about SingleStore first. SingleStore is a database company. It is about real-time analytics. So we have a huge amount of growth and momentum. I just want to quickly introduce you where we are. We've just raised this much money, blah, blah, blah. We have a 209% of revenue. We have a huge growing community, a significant growth in our employee count as well. Those are some of good quotes about us. So what is SingleStore? SingleStore is really a database that's built for modern applications and analytics. If you think about modern applications and analytics, what are the few things that you really, really need about it, right? You need speed, you need scale, you need simplicity. So you want to bring together the beauty of operational performance, low latency of operational performance, and the scan performance of analytics together in one place. Typically, when you have that kind of a requirement, you would use one database for operational needs, and then you move the data into an analytical data warehouse, and thereby doing the analytics in one place and operations in one place. The problem with that is that the data will be decoupled and it will be duplicated. Of course, there will be a latency challenge. There are two systems, multiple systems, and so on and so forth. Obviously, duplicating data is never good. And when you have those many systems, the reliability of your system goes down quite a bit. SingleStore, because of its unique architecture, we can all do it in one place. So you basically have the power of low latency OLTP as well as the fast scans of OLAP all in one place. So that's about SingleStore, right? And then we have been growing. We've added our managed services a couple of years ago. We are a multi-cloud system. We are present in AWS in all the regions. It's fastly growing. So what we had was basically a problem where the typical problem of any startup, when you have a good success in terms of your uptick, you'd have to manage the costs, right? And when you think about AWS per se, you're limited by the savings plan. So you have to very carefully manage where your money is, how much savings plans to purchase. And it's tricky because you really can't get to 100% or close to 100% because there's a penalty to sign up for significant savings plans. And that's exactly where Zesty comes in, right? And the beauty of Zesty was that it works in conjunction with the savings plans. It was not an exclusive either or. We could keep our savings plans, and then the delta that we couldn't cover, Zesty covered it beautifully. And that's really the story of how we work together with Zesty. And what were the evaluation criteria? And these are a few of them, right? How much further savings can we get? Can we get to the optimal 100% of savings, right? If we are using X amount of credit, X amount of resources, can we really make sure that all of that is discounted properly? We got our savings plans, but we couldn't go much further. So that's the most important evaluation criterion. The second one is there a flexibility? The flexibility of working together. We don't want to have an exclusive deal with either AWS savings plans or Zesty. We want to work together, right? Then the thing is, what are the other discounting mechanisms out there? Could we cover all of those scenarios, right? And then onboarding process. Is it easy to onboard, right? These are very tricky. Obviously, as far as cash flow goes for a startup, super crazy, and it's very important that we have to get it right. So it was also necessary for us to make sure that the onboarding was easier, right? And then finally, how do we vet the security? Because whatever we are doing, we have to be GDPR compliant and a whole lot of things. So these were a few of the important questions that we asked when we were looking at partners. And Zesty fit the bill really well. And here's the picture, right? When you think about it, excellent flexibility. That's the most important thing that I want to call out. The reason why it's excellent flexibility is because there's no commitment required here. It was super flexible. We worked with Zesty as much as we want to. They made it super easy for us. And it was compatible with other discounting programs, right? So we were able to get to the 90% with savings plans, but the last mile problem was super hard. And obviously, the 10% means a lot to us. It's a huge amount of money. And that's exactly how, and this is how really when Zesty came in, they completely filled the gap, right? And the other thing is, the onboarding was super easy, right? We didn't have to do much. It was really a few knobs on the portal. No security concerns. We went through the details with the team. It works flexibly with us. And basically, it really covered the full gap there. And that's kind of really the story that I want to present here. And again, I think this covers more or less what I wanted to cover here. I'm very happy to take other questions, and I'll hand it off to Ben.
Thank you, Shirish. First and foremost, my name is Ben. I'm the Director of Customer Success at Zesty. My team worked very closely with Sharish's team, and we had a pleasure doing so, to be honest. What Zesty basically does, as Sharish explained, we are automatically provisioning our customers' usage of the cloud. Basically, we are able to buy and sell automatically commitments, RIs, in order for the customer to benefit from the savings, but not handle the risk or the burden of them just managing these RIs and selling them off. A little bit about Zesty. So as you can see, a lot of big names that are part of our close to 400 customers just came off a very nice round. And what we did with Single Store, and Sharish mentioned it here, is the onboarding was pretty easy. I think a couple of days and we were off to the races. And basically from that point, Sharish's team and Single Store's team basically didn't have to work and kind of work towards the savings. The savings just automatically happened with our algorithm that did it on their behalf. If there are any questions, I would love to answer. Sharish, I think, as well. One more thing that needs to be said is that Single Store is also a design partner for our second product, which is Zesty Disk, which automatically provisioned the EBS cost. We're able to scale up, scale down, and basically shrink and expand your EBS according to your usage. And thank you for that. This is going very good so far.
Yeah, no, it speaks volumes about how we partner together, and we're very thankful for that, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great re:Invent.
Thank you.